Listen, you already know what it is. We got breaking news involving Lamelo Ball, NB1, the one of one. This is some crazy news that has just came upon us. But I want to pose a serious question on what was the holdup on this matter. Earlier today, it was announced that Lamelo Ball has been shut down for the final 2 weeks of this abysmal season that has just passed. I just can't wait till it's over. And there's a lot of question marks here. Clearly we got a new front office rolling in. We got to break it all down. The Hornets are eliminated from the playoffs, but they have been eliminated a while ago, technically, if you really know what's going on. But this is definitely an unfortunate situation. We're going to break it all down. NB1 is out. We got the chief in the building. Make sure you hit the like button and most definitely hit the subscribe button. It's Flight Sports. Chief, man, before we get into all these reports and stuff like that, man, what is your initial thoughts on LaMelo being out and he will be out for the final? What is it, 10 games left? What was your first initial thoughts?
It was the final 10 games. Peace to you, Flight. Appreciate you always, man. I was waiting on the shoe to drop, honestly. We've been watching this really all year, and I was just waiting on the shoe to drop. Just when would they make the announcement, one way or the other, official, about Lamelo Ball different, instead of dripping out the PR every day. He's out, he's out, he's out, and then creating kind of actually a frenzy among some in the fan base in terms of when is he returning. It became a big theme within Hornets Nation, and so now that it's official, now that at least that question is answered. No more wondering and posting daily on if he's coming back and all his other things. So at least it's out here now that he's shut down.
Yep, absolutely, Chief. And personally, like I said, even off camera, I was letting it be known that I didn't believe LaMelo was coming back. I think we spoke about that personally, and a lot. I was a little hesitant to just come out and say it, but I felt it. I mean, it was like the season is ticking. The Hornets are going absolutely nowhere. What's next? The season's on treadmill. And it may. And if you got the new what's the gentleman's name? I forgot his name. I'm sorry.
Jeff Peterson?
Yes, Mr. Jeff Peterson. I didn't want to get his name mixed up. We got new people all over the front office now. So if you got Peterson coming in, there's no way in the world you can just let Lamelo just go out there and roll the dice. With a season that's going absolutely nowhere. So I think that listen, the writing was on the wall. What you think?
I think the writing was on the wall, and I think that it would be the first major decision that Jeff Peterson would have had to make to shut LaMelo down or put him back out there. And if the decision was made to put him out there and then a setback happened, then that been put on the foot of Jeff Peterson. It would have been put on his foot. So it was high. It was a high stakes, very high stakes. And I thought that perhaps, for anybody to jump on me, perhaps if there was a chance that the Hornets may try to slip into that 10th spot, that maybe that is the reason for the delay, that, that maybe LaMelo would try to give it a go if there was a chance that the Hornets could slip into the play-in, and then from there on a sudden death game, who knows what may happen? You know what I'm saying? But once it was announced that the Hornets were now in a position where it is mathematically impossible for them to make the play-in, then the announcement to me seemed to be the natural follow up to it. It's like there's no need to even delay it now. There's no play-in, so it's about position for the draft now.
Yeah, absolutely, man. And listen, if you've been living under a rock, we all know what LaMelo Ball could do on the floor. He's 6'7". He's a unstoppable playmaker. I mean, he's electrifying. We all know what he was doing when healthy. The man was averaging 23.9 points per game, 5.1 rebounds, 8 assists while shooting 35.5% from 3-point range. So this is definitely kind of crazy, because Melo was like forcing himself into the conversation. It seemed like the NBA had other caveats this year they was trying to put on for other people, but Melo was forcing his name. He was going to be on. I don't care how horrible that the Hornets was, Chief. He was going to be on that All-Star game. He was going to force his way on that game. There was no way they was going to be able to deny him because of what he was putting up. It was like every night it was near triple dub, 30 plus. It was getting ridiculous. It was to the point where you can't deny this man.
That's
Despite
right.
the Hornets being wherever they was, next year it seems like this is a broken record, but it's going to be another pivotal year for the franchise. And all eyes is going to be on Melo. And this man is the franchise cornerstone, pardon me, after he signed that big time contract, 5 years rookie max extension. So you got a lot tied to MB1 here. What's at stake, this upcoming season? Like I said, it seems like a broken record, but we have to move on to next season. How big of a year is this for Melo, health-wise, Hornets-wise? Talk to me.
You put chips, you put $3 billion worth of chips on the table to buy a franchise headlined by Lamelo Ball. That's number one, Flight. Number two, you put $3 billion on the table, then you turn around and give another $250 million out potentially to Lamelo Ball. That's the new ownership, right? Puma has made Lamelo Ball the face of its basketball empire. That's number three, right? And he's the top athlete for Rock Nation. Number four. Now, that one, we can debate that one, but he's tied to Rock Nation, number four, right? The jersey sales, regardless, even though he's been hurt all season, the jersey sales have not stopped. The shoe sales have not stopped. And now, with a new ownership and a new GM, the new executive vice president of basketball ops, bruh, this is his test. If LaMelo's successful, they all get glory. If this thing turns, it ain't gonna look good. So the stakes are high. The stakes are high, Flight. High stakes for next season. But all involved.
Yep, all involved, man.
All involved.
I can only hope for the best for Melo, man. Like I said, I know when healthy what he can do. I hope that the organization continues to put more and more pieces. I think they're moving in that direction, the right one. So just keep putting the foundational blocks on the table. I think when Melo does get back, I don't know if it's going to be drastically better, but there was an improvement to the roster. I think Stevie Wonder could see that. But just I think something else which will make it even more significant. We're going to find out, man. Make sure you hit the like button and most definitely hit the subscribe button. It's Flight Sports TV. Shout out to the Chief, Tribe Sports Media. You already know what it is.